Welcome to Key Stock and Crypto Channel. Will the Ethereum merge happen?
Welcome to the channel, guys, and we have the Ethereum merge 2 days, 1 hour, and 36 minutes away as I'm doing this video. And we see Google has got in on the countdown. And I do see the Ethereum merge going through smoothly. Now, guys, we have Elon Musk and Cathie Woods are worried about deflation. And right now, we know the masses are worried about inflation. Food prices are still high. Gas is still high. Not as high as it was, but it's still high. And we see utility bills across the globe are sky high. And the United States is not as bad, but as we know, because of that strong dollar, is hurting the other countries. But Elon Musk and Cathie Woods always talk about automation. That's all that Cathie Woods is invested in is the fourth industrial revolution stocks, because she knows that's going to cause hyper deflation. Now, we had Apple rally over 4%. We know the new iPhones are coming, but remember the crypto teacher told you Apple is going to take a beating next year. They rely too much on China and Taiwan. And it's definitely amazing to see trillion-dollar companies and no talk of monopolies. Now, getting over into cloud stocks, and we know Apple is all about the cloud also. Now, during this stock bull run, we saw cloud stocks go 200 to 1,000 times earnings. And they took a good pullback and bounced a little. But we're definitely going to see consolidation in this space. And we know Amazon is going to swallow up a few of them. Even when you're looking at cryptocurrencies, the big role that cloud plays. And then plus, guys, we have Wisdom Tree Cloud Computing Fund. That's a great way also to play cloud stocks. Not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But guys, when it comes to data, we have to understand how important the cloud is, because you're looking at making the data smarter, and then on top of it, security. Now, I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But I still think these cloud stocks have a ways down. Yes, they are definitely the future, but we are still early. Just like I stated, guys, you have to remember we're going to have a consolidation phase. Now, we have Goldman's Apple Card subprime problem, and we see payments going into default. And as the Fed is shrinking and raising rates, we're going to see more of this. As we see, credit card debt is starting to tick up, and we haven't even entered into the holiday season. And also, we have Goldman starts the layoffs. And the first quarter of 2023, we're going to start seeing a wave of layoffs across the country. Remember, guys, Biden's 15% tax on corporations go into effect. Now, we have Bank of America warns investors on ignoring danger of synchronized policy tightening. And no matter how hawkish the Fed sounds, the stock market is going up, but the VIX is telling us something different. And getting over into the indicators, we had yields slightly up, but we had the dollar down, which helped the market a lot. Also, we had the VIX up. So even though the stock market was up, the VIX is telling us that something is about to happen. We know CPI numbers come out tomorrow. I do expect them to be good, because we know food prices and things that really matter to the consumer are not included. But the Fed is not taking their foot off the gas. And that's the reason why Elon Musk and Cathie Woods are afraid of deflation. They know what the robots, algorithms, and drones are going to do with the economy. But guys, that's all I have for you. You have a wonderful day.
Tomorrow's a little more hedge fund oriented, but yes, you're right. Today is all about digital assets, the digital economy. Bill Barheit, the CEO of Abra, announcing his bank today from our stage, saying that he thinks Bitcoin will be $1 million a token by 2032. So yes, I am very committed. As you know, we just did we sold a piece of the company to FTX for those reasons. But we want to be a diversified asset management company still, Scott, but we do have a big leg in Web3.
We've got to get away from those predictions, don't we, that people come on stages and make, and Bitcoin's going to be $1 million by, XYZ year. Why are we still in that environment where people are making these, what some would say, outlandish predictions about an asset that was overinflated and has come down to earth and may still need to come further down to earth?
Well, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna make the mistake of predicting anything near term, but I think the point that he was making with the web effect and with the networking effects that are associated with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the merge, et cetera, the use cases are going to continue to go up. And as the use cases go up, because of a finite supply, you'll probably get a much higher price. I think that's just the message he's trying to make.
At what point does this crypto winter, as everybody has been calling it, change seasons? When does the sun start to come out?
So Sam Bankman-Fried said this morning that we are in a dollar rush right now. There's a bull market for dollars, and it's probably not until that bull market for dollars is over, until the Fed starts to shift position related to where they are in the interest rate cycle. You probably won't see that end. And so what is that, Scott? I don't know. Is it 3 months, 6 months, a year? I don't think it could be much longer than a year, because I don't think the Fed wants to break the back of the core U.S. economy. So to me, it's probably 6.
What's the difference between how you think about the metaverse, to the degree there is a difference, and the way you think Mark Zuckerberg thinks about the metaverse? We keep having debates around our table here about living in the metaverse in the future, and are we all going to be living there? Is that just going to be multiple hours a day in the same way that people spend time playing games now or living on Zoom now for work? What does that look like to you?
I don't know how Mark thinks about the metaverse. We think about it very optimistically. We think this is an extension from books to video to interactive. We think many forms of education are going to be much richer when we can jump there with our friends. When I use the analogy of studying ancient Rome, it's going to be interesting to go there together and feel ancient Rome. I think historically people have balanced these new technologies. We think what we're building at Roblox will ultimately be used many times a day to stay connected. Younger people will stay connected with their grandparents. We're prototyping using Roblox in our office as a communication utility. We have an optimistic view, and we view this ultimately as a not just a playing tool, but a tool where people learn together, where they work together, and where they use Roblox as a utility to stay connected.
Right. How far off are we from interchangeable NFTs and the like in your version of the metaverse and being transportable to other places, given the fact that people live in a sort of a Roblox or Robux economy internally, and whether you think in the future people really will be able to transfer out or transfer in?
Yeah, I think this isn't just going to be us and metaverse platforms. I think brands themselves, for example, Nike, is going to play a role in deciding how their virtual goods move from place to place. I also think that the technology is going to be constantly improving. So the definition of maybe this vision of an interchangeable 3D object, these objects are going to start to be made out of real fabric, and the laces are going to be tieable, and they're going to get more and more physically realistic. So I think we're technically have a long vision to go, and I think brands will play a big